I see that you wrote down trust issues as a reason for seeking therapy. So, with that being said, let's start with a light question. What is your biggest regret? It's okay, take your time. Welcome to your therapy session. I don't know if you signed up for this, but you're getting it. So, just a few standard intake questions before we begin. Number one, are you here for growth, validation, or to be gently bullied? Gentle, loving, bullied. Okay, great. Next question, do you cry at commercials but not at your own life? Good, good, good. Important question. Just to give me a hint about who you are. Have you ever ghosted anybody because they typed K in lowercase with no punctuation in a text message? I won't blame you if you did. Okay. Just a couple more intake questions. Do you ever daydream arguments with people who were actually nice to you? Insightful. Okay, another one. We'll get a little more into this in the self-awareness category. Do you tend to catastrophize? Or do you just chill and assume everything's fine or pretend everything's fine, maybe even when it's not? Okay, great. Last one of the intake before we jump into categories. Do you trust people easily? Or do you hide behind 17 layers of sarcasm? Okay, great. Good. So this is how this therapy session works. I will be asking you extremely personal questions, way more than that. That was nothing. I'm going to be breaking this out into different categories, so if something feels a little bit too real, feel free to skip ahead to the next section. Our categories are self-awareness and identity, love and relationships, family, coping mechanisms, and then more of a hopeful, what do you hope for the future, uplifting ending. So at any time, I'm going to break it out into sections. You can just skip to the one that you want if things don't resonate. Great. Okay, number one. What is your toxic trait that you secretly like about yourself? Telling. Good, good. Okay. What is something that you romanticize, but then you absolutely ruin it when you get it? In my olden days, a little bit younger, maybe a little sillier, maybe I would romanticize a healthy relationship with great communication, and then as soon as I met someone who's very direct, I might have ruined a few relationships. But I'm married now, so it's fine. Okay. If you could ghost one responsibility for the rest of your life, what would it be? Paying taxes and bills? Or would you do something simpler like dishes? Or sleeping? Does sleeping count as a responsibility to your body? Okay. We're going a little deeper here. Who are you when you're not performing for other people? Okay. Think about it. Another one, do you self-reflect or do you spiral? Or do you spiral and then self-reflect? Okay. What is something that people misunderstand about you? Yep. Okay. Important question here. What do you pretend doesn't bother you, but 100% does? I've gotten to a point in life where I don't really pretend things don't bother me. I just say them. Okay, last question in the self-awareness category. When was the last time you chose peace over proving yourself or proving your point? You just let it go and let people just be people and chose your inner peace. It's easy to get riled up. Okay. Not that long ago. Great. Now we are going to move on to love And relationships. Okay. So this is for those people who are single or dating or in the early stages. How long do you wait before you start Googling somebody's birth chart? And do you share it with them? Second date? Third date? I'm not judging you. I'm judging you. I'm not judging you. Okay, great. What is a green flag that you immediately ignore? Okay. Maybe even more importantly, what's a red flag that you immediately ignore? Okay. Okay. There's a few more. In love. Do you fall in love with people or with their potential? Ouch. Ouch for you. Maybe ouch for them too. Because a lot of times people don't reach their potential. They're just who they are, and we think they can be these other people, and they're really kind of not. So let it go. Okay. This is a big one. Do you love the person that you're with right now? Or are you just really comfortable and afraid of leaving and afraid of the unknown and afraid of not finding love again and afraid of all the things on the other side that are unknown? Okay. If it was the latter, my heart is with you. Another one. Do you like being in relationships or do you enjoy the chase more? Okay. Great. And then our last relationship question. It's very important. If somebody seems to like you too much, too fast, do you get suspicious? Or do you like it and then you dive in faster? My hope is that you get suspicious. Love bombing, all of those things or declarations really fast. It's questionable. Okay, now we are moving into the family inner child. Question number 1 in the family inner child. What is something that you were praised for as a child that now makes you anxious? You know, for some, it's doing a good job, as sad as that is, being perfect. For some people, it's eating all of their food or commenting on anything to do with eating. Don't do that. And I'm sorry if that was done to you. When you cry now, do you comfort yourself or do you criticize yourself? Or maybe you just shut it down completely because you don't have any feelings. Interesting. Okay. Next, what emotion did your family accidentally or purposefully ban? Interesting. I'm hearing a lot of sadness and anger. Not a lot. Frustration? Nope. Nope. You must hold it together at all times. You 5-year-old. Okay. Okay. This one's interesting. If you have siblings, and even if you don't, it could be interesting. Were you the golden child, the scapegoat, or forgotten? I'm sorry for all of them. Okay. You see? Great. How did your family show love? Was it acts of service? Was it hanging out watching TV? Passive aggressiveness? Interesting. Okay. Great. What did being good mean in your household? Take your time on that one. Although you probably have the answer immediately. Okay. Great. And our final family inner child question. If your inner child saw your life now, what would they say? I'm guessing it's look how far you've come. You're not perfect, but look how far you've come. Great. Next category, coping mechanisms. Number 1, do you cope with stress by trying to fix yourself or fix others? Or do you cope with criticism or even constructive criticism by fixing, self-assessing, or pushing it out? Okay. Interesting. Okay. This one's a little safer. What is your comfort show? Do you know why? If it's Game of Thrones, do you know why? Game of Thrones is awesome. Okay. What is your everything's fine behavior when everything's not fine? Are you one of those people that it's immediately clear that you're like, sure, everything's totally fine. I can tell by the tone of your voice and how fast you're moving. Great. When was the last time that you self-sabotaged a relationship, a job, yourself? Next question. When things feel out of control, what's the first thing you try to control? Let's see. Okay. For coping, what do you numb with? Do you numb with shows or people or overbooking yourself? Or other things? Okay. Interesting. Great. And then when you are stressed out, overwhelmed, are you a scroller? Are you a cleaner? Are you a doer? Are you a sleeper? What do you do when you're overwhelmed? Okay. And that's it for coping mechanisms. Now we're going to move into healing and hope. Good feelings, although they're still pretty intense questions, but they're getting happier. You ready? Okay. Question number 1 for healing. What is one soft thing that you want, but you're afraid to go after or to ask for? What do you want? If you got to believe one lie about yourself forever, what would that lie be? What lie would you tell yourself and be okay with? Okay. What is one thing you are ready to stop carrying? One thing you don't want to do anymore, you're done. Could be with people, your job, your life. One thing. Okay, let's put that down. Write it down. Remember. What is one dream that you have for your life that scares you because you might actually achieve it? Okay. 2 more questions. You've done great holding it together here. What would forgiveness look like if it didn't mean the other person was right? I don't know. I'm just a therapist. I don't know anything. What would forgiveness look like if it didn't mean the other person was right? You were just forgiving them for yourself. Nothing to do with them. Okay. And finally, what do you wish that someone long ago had said to you that you can now say to yourself? Make sure it's nice. Yep. What do you wish someone had said to you long ago and now you can say it to yourself? Okay, great. The session is over. You've done great. You survived, mostly. Go drink some water. We'll check in next week or never. Whatever's fine. I'll see you later.